GM fam, we are live with your host Phil X Contreras, where we're going to talk about Solana NFTs, Ornals, and a couple other NFTs here and there. But lots of things going on. We have this Degen Factory airdrop of the token DGN, which is Degen. We have BAYC Founder doing some crazy stuff on Solana, and we're gonna go through it right now. All right, so basically, right here we have Bored Apes will soon buy their aces on Magic Eden. Gordon bought a BoDoggo on Solana on Magic Eden yesterday. Whoa, what did I just read right there? Gordon, the base guy on Ethereum, just bought his first Solana ever, and it's not a monkey, it's not a mad lad, it's a dog, and it's a BoDoggo. And it's kind of interesting to see why did he buy the BoDoggo? Did he really like the dog, or is there some kind of crazy thing going on with Nifty and Easy Eats, and they're building something else? I mean, who knows? But he bought the dog, so it's kind of crazy. I mean, I really want to show what this dog is, but we're gonna get to that soon. All right, so after that, all right, so we had Utes right now, Utes NFT, a wallet swept 16 Utes. And if you don't know, Utes kind of went a little bit of a downhill with the gods. And finally, someone is starting to buy this floor because this floor has been going down. I mean, if you looked at the gods, they're literally like at 2.79 ETH, somewhere there. And it was nuts on how low the gods have gone. But yeah, it's insane. All right, so let's get into BoDoggos. Let me just really like throw this out there and what's going on with BoDoggos. Okay, so BoDoggos here, when that happened, right? You know, BoDoggos was probably Solana kind of knew it on what it is, but when Gordon bought it, you had this other type of sale that occurred. Two massive 15K BoDoggo NFT sales last night to the same buyers, different buyer. Frostbite 199.9, Solana 6.5 ETH. You have this other thing, Celestial. I don't even know what that means, but I'm guessing it's this dude here. 270 Solana 8.75 ETH. What the hell? I didn't even know these BoDoggos existed, but this one's pretty cool right here. If you look at it, just look at those laser kind of well, I don't want to say lasers, kind of like a red stare down going on this dude. And this frostbite dude looks like he actually is having frostbite. It's not like his frost is his armor. It looks like he did not want to get frostbite. So I mean, it's insane what's going on with the BoDoggos. And there's some other crazy things with BoDoggos. They have went to third place in 24-hour NFT sales volume. If you see right here, just 1,368,000. Dude, that's insane, man. Just how high they've been moving, the attention they've been getting, insane stuff. And we also have this right here. A BoDoggos NFT has sold for 524 Solana. That is $37,000. Ladies and gentlemen, that does not happen quite often with a new NFT in Solana. You can pretty much see this with an NFT collection in Solana, like let's say like the gods back in the day, in it for 6 months, 8 months, and then they start selling these things like hotcakes on the thousands of dollars. Mad Lads, same thing. They start selling thousands of dollars, but those things took a long time. But Doggos kind of came in maybe like 3-4 months ago, I would say, and they already starting to throw their name out there on Solana. They're building their brand, and it's working, man. These dogs are finally building a community, and people are looking at it. Eyeballs are turning left and right, and I can't wait to see what these guys do with their community. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be fun. So here we go. Oh, and dude, I really want to see the BoDoggos and NFT NYC 2024 if that ever happens. I just really want to see these dogs like build this party, man. It's gonna be insane. So that is basically what happened with the BoDoggos. I'm sure we'll see some more crazy news in this week, but let's get back into it. All right, so Degen Factory. let's start off with how this whole thing started. All right, so we have this guy named Erkan. Erkan came into Solana. He basically said, "What's up? I'm gonna go buy some of the gods." And sure enough, he swept the floor in the gods before they became the gods. And he had this nice shielded armor, which I believe that Free Capital guy now has. He was the main dude that basically caught the attention of Solana. He started ranking up there on Twitter, and then he finally started building his own collection, his own community after the gods, and it was called the Degen Factories. Sure enough, Degen Factory went to the bearest of the bear markets, and during that time frame, they were building the community. That's the coolest thing, is that on the bear market, they were building the community. That's the best time to build a community. And these guys just built and built and built, grew and grew. And I can say their community is hardcore. It's not fake. It's real people in there talking, and I would say maybe like a lot of them are kind of international, not really US. That's the one thing I kind of see with this one's like they're like kind of all over the world. Uh, Different type of vibe. And this Degen token, if you remember, I talked about this 10 months ago on YouTube. I said Degen token is going to come out from the Degen factory at some point. Coolest token out there on Solana by far. Just look at this token, how it looks like. Go back to my video 10 months ago. You'll see me talking about how cool this token was. Finally, we have this airdrop coming out from them. And why I'm excited about it is because it has to do a lot with this community. Because like these guys will freaking raid Twitter. They will grow this whole SEO thing on Twitter to where you cannot stop looking at their tweets, at their things that thrown out there about Degen Factory when it's pumping. And I'm telling you, this token is going to be probably pumping all over Twitter with Erkan and the community, and it's gonna be a show, man. It's gonna be a party with these guys. So I do got my own Degen Factory NFTs. I got two of them. One I'm gonna be trading one, and hopefully one's gonna be longer term and see where that goes. But it is gonna be fun stuff, man. Starting now, we're on the hunt for Solana wallets that meet our undisclosed criteria. For how long? That's anyone's guess. Stay sharp, play it smart, take the actions you believe might increase your chance of receiving an airdrop. You might just be in for a surprise. I mean, let's see what happens here. You can see these guys already throwing their stuff out there. They're already raiding around here. So I mean, maybe if you're liking, maybe if you're retweeting Degen Factories or Urkon's tweets, or maybe throwing out the Degen dollar hashtag out there as well, maybe that could grow some points. Urkon right here says the method we'll use to select the wallets for the Degen airdrop is meticulously planned. You see a little airdrop right there. I mean, let's look at Urkon's tweet and see what he's throwing out here. So yeah, the airdrop is happening, but the real question is, will you be eligible? And he throws a little kiss out there. So we'll find out with the kiss. And then right here you see let's see. Okay, drop your soul. Okay, man, I don't know, maybe that's not it. Just looking around here, Solana community is starting to hit my DMs. Which one should we? Oh, this is so you got NFT communities out there. I mean, who knows what it is? Who knows what type of community? Could it be the Mad Lads? Could it be the Ovals? Could it be SMB Gen 2? The Dandies? Could it be Bonfida Wolves, the Soul Army? Who knows who is messaging the Degen Factories and Urkon? So we're starting to see some movement here. Some people don't want to miss out. Hopefully I'm a monkey. Maybe the monkeys are talking to them, but I just hope some of these NFT projects aren't like, oh, I'm too good for you, I don't need to talk to you. And then when this Degen airdrop happens, they're gonna come like, oh, why didn't get any. I hope none of these big top NFT projects are gonna be like that. It'll be cool if they communicate with Urkon's community, because these guys are really Solana Degens, like, because they've been here through the bear market, man. And I'm not trying to shill these guys or anything. I'm just saying they were here on the worst times when FTX blew down. They were there, man. So I was there. I watched these guys. It's hilarious now, but back then it was rough. But um, and he even says it here. He loves dogs. So we'll see how this whole thing works. And I'm telling you, Urcon is an engager. This guy can engage like no other. Like I've seen him when he was at the God PFPer. This guy freaking threw it out there. So it's gonna be fun to watch. All right. Um, we're gonna get out there. Let's see. Okay, every day until I'll be picking some addresses or giveaways. These ads will automatically be eligible for Degen Air. So okay, so here's the engagement starting. People are gonna start trying to get in the whole game system, and we'll see how that plays out. All right, there we go. Degen Factory. Degen Factory. Let's see what happens here in the next couple of weeks. All right, so we have BlackRock here with the SEC today that discussed ETF application, then a minute's application. We'll see what happens here with BlackRock and the ETF. This whole thing has been in the news for like the past few weeks, this whole ETF movement. Some say it's moving forward, some say it's halted. We'll see where it goes, but we have been keeping up with it. And in other news, let's get back into Solana. All right, Gecko has dropped in this whole Solana ecosystem. People got it. I got it. I probably got it through the monkeys. My friend WhatsApped me this morning. He's like, "Hey man, check your wallet." I checked it, and boom, I got the Geckos. It's been insane. Many NFT communities received it. If you haven't received it, go check your wallet. You probably got it if you're in one of these Degen NFT communities. But dude, man, these airdrops are dropping like hotcakes everywhere. So as you can see, this guy right here says crypto is 2 giving each day. He received 15,000 geckos. That's about $9,000. I didn't receive that much. I received about, I think, $80. And of that $80, I actually bought another Degen factor, believe it or not, because it's kind of funny. So anyway, so like we have Ayatollah here, throws it out there from Degen News, says Solana flips BNB chain and daily active addresses. If you haven't noticed, this whole week, Solana has been gaining attention of everybody. I mean, the whole freaking crypto world has been looking at Solana. And if you don't believe me, here's a tweet from Gumshoe. He basically throws this out. I'm going to show it to you the next thing. All right, Solana coins you must track for the bull run. DeFi, GTO, MDE, Guac. Guac is a funny one, but gaming, Ari, Atlas, Crown. Ari's are definitely one that I really like to look at. Memes, of course, Bonk. Bonk will always be that meme. It will be the number one meme. That's my opinion, because they grew out of the whole crash. These guys, Bonk is different. And then you have Gecko in there. And then you have all these ones, Oracle Piff from the Mad Lads, and you have domains all. Now here's the tweet. Here's it is right here. Okay, I gotta go shopping tonight from Invest Answers. This guy is a huge YouTuber on crypto, on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on other coins. I'm sure you know who he is, but this guy threw out a tweet out there saying that he's gonna look into all this. Even Gumshoe's like big fan, sir. So it's happening. Attention is coming all over Solana, and I just had to throw out there. And speaking of what's going on with these airdrops, Saga Phone has been getting a lot of attention. Saga Phone, if you remember about months ago, we talked about Saga Phone when it was coming out. I was actually personally trading the Saga NFT, which is funny nowadays. Just thinking about it, I was trading that up and down. It actually did move after this whole thing that just happened with Saga. Now, what's going on right now is there's airdrops happening. Here's a potential. This guy says a potential with Saga Phone. Miro wants to join the fund. Airdrop to Saga users. You have Gecko, that's potential. You have Samo, that's potential. Probably Solon, maybe a little bit of Shadow, maybe and Bonk as well. So with Bonk, I mean, we saw what just happened with Bonk and Solana Phone. It's been getting kind of wild because Solana Phone has been selling like their NFTs. They've just been going up and up and up. This first tweet said Solana Saga phones are selling for $2,000 on eBay. I counted at least 18 sales over 2,000, ranging from 2K to 2,750. And that was just, he showed this. When I saw that, I just thought to myself, like, Jesus, man, like, how the hell did these things like sold from nothing to now 2,000 on eBay? And obviously it's because of bonk, and what's going on there. And then next thing you know, you see Saga phone hitting 3K on eBay, dude, insane. And again, this is all like speculation on all these airdrops that are occurring right now. So, you know, I could just tell you that whoever got Solana phone in the beginning made their money back from all this. And right now, people are starting to see that. People are trying to arbitrage it. This guy says Solana phone sold for $5,000 comes with unclaimed bonk, unopened in box. Dude, insane, man. And the thing with bonk is like some people believe bonk will go higher if there is a bull run. So it will pay itself off in some manner. And that it's not just bonk. Again, we got all these airdrop speculations that we just talked about as well. So, people are basically playing that game. They're not just buying the phone because of 5,000. They're buying because of the potential incentives that the phone can potentially give out to the Solana ecosystem. And as we just seen with these NFT airdrops for being part of one of these NFT communities, like I just got Gecko from nowhere. I never even thought that would happen, but yeah, it could be that, and that's what people are betting on. Parents are now being considered for future rounds of Jupiter airdrop. Hey yo, any chance Saga Ho's gonna get some Jupe? All about growing the pie. Let us throw it on the board. so, dude, man, this is some funny stuff on what's going on here. And here we go. The coolest thing about the saga is that we know for sure the future rewards are coming. First was Klano, and this is just already like what happened in the past. Klano saga, 22 soul, then mobile farming with helium, now 30 million bonk, soon passive income with shadow. There you go. So, what else is there to come? And then more on Solana. Here's like just some proof on what just happened. 7-day NFT sales volume for the first time hit flipping Ethereum. They flipped Ethereum, and I used to be an Ethereum NFTer. I would buy these crazy NFTs in Ethereum, but I really hated it because of the gas fees. The gas fees threw me off. And you know what reminded me of that? A couple of maybe 2 weeks ago, I got back to Ethereum NFTs only because of the gods, because I always loved the gods. When the gods was down and Frank was, building himself up with the team, I decided to buy the actual like fractionalized type of token of the gods. And when I started buying up like the hundreds of dollars, I started getting these $30 Ethereum gas. And that's what like threw me off. It just reminded me of why I hated Ethereum so much. And it's not because of Ethereum, it's because of the gas fees. I really hated that $30 gas fee. And I just come now that being Solana, like it's like 0.01 cent. It just kind of, I can't get back to it because of that. That's the only reason why. It's not because I hate it. It's because I just hate the gas fee. So that's basically it's finally taking notice on what's going on with Solana and Ethereum NFTs. And let's talk a little bit about Soul Army. All right, so some history. Let's get into history actually, so you know what's going on with the Soul Army. All right, so General Soul is another person in Solana who was here for a long time. We talked a little about Urcon back in the day. General Soul is also another OG on Solana. He basically grew. I think it was like Solana Monkey Business when I first saw him. He was like 500 followers, and he grew his community from there. And then he started trading in NFTs. Then he started building the Soul Army at some point before the bear market, I believe. It was during when we were kind of still in the bull market, and then they were basically like 500 at that time. And when he built the community, he specifically, picked actual Solana degens to be with and here and there. So it was actually like a brood community. Like these guys were actually Solana guys. I used to be in the community, back in the day, and these guys are, every single one of them was like, very, very into Solana. It was so cool to just watch them all like, like talk to each other, communicate. And the bear market, just like every other NFT, they were hit as well, but they survived and they're here now, and they threw out their signal of an airdrop. So you got General Soul here with the Soul Army. General Soul saying, "I am so excited for the big airdrop we're working on for GV passes. Making it free is the perfect nod to day one." GV passes are basically how you enter into the Soul Army. You buy a GV pass. There's a GV Pass 1.0, GV Pass 2.0, and then you can buy it on Magic Eden. You can buy it on Tensor, and these things basically give you access to that community. And there's so much whitelist that these guys get because it's a small community, but they're old, so everybody knows them. That it's the network basically. So they always get like whitelist for all these like Solana um NFT projects. So now you have this supposed airdrop of I don't know what's going on, but these guys were like at 4, 5 Solana, and they exploded to like 17 Solana. And I'll show you on the screen after this, but yeah, these guys like 3x after this whole announcement, and I'm kind of excited to see what General Soul and the Soul Army are gonna do next. So we'll find out eventually. But yeah, in other news, we have Bitcoin frogs flipping Azuki. It's insane. These things came out. These things kind of like built themselves out 6 months ago, I would say, and on ordinals, and then now these little dudes are flipping Azuki from dude, it's insane. 0.43 and 0.44 Bitcoin against a 5.969 ETH. Dude, I honestly can't believe that happened. Is Bitcoin Ordinals going to take over? Is Solana going to take over as far as NFTs? All these things are flipping Ethereum. Maybe it's just one of those like seasons. Ethereum will come out next out of nowhere, or maybe it's actually happening where Bitcoin Ordinals and the Solana NFTs are really flipping Ethereum. Honestly, I think Ethereum NFTs are gonna have their moment at some point. I don't know what's going on right now, but I think they will have their moment. So uh we'll find out if ETH NFTers it'll come. It'll come. All right, so let's throw this out here. This is really important because we're talking about all these like bull moments, all these crazy airdrops on Solana, all these crazy Bitcoin flipping on Ethereum NFTs. We got to talk on something serious because it's going to happen at some point. NFT Doctor says a really important thing. Solana Degen sent 1 million to a random wallet with hours for a meme coin pre-sale. I'm not saying this, but the next Balloonsville rug is around the corner. What does he mean by that? If you want to hear back in the day when Solana NFTs were really exploding, there was so many rugs. I'm having flashbacks. I'm having like World War II flashbacks right now. There's this guy who made Balloonsville, and everyone was getting into it. I mean, I'm talking about even Easy Eats was in Balloonsville. We were all in Balloonsville. Every person in Solana was in Balloonsville. We were all trading and buying Balloonsville, and this guy rugged everyone. And then he came back and made some reptile NFT and rugged everyone again. And this happened a lot with other projects. So what he's saying is someone right now is in the works of building the next project that will rug every single person. It's coming. It's coming. So it's not like everything is bullish because there is going to be one project that's going to just sweep everyone off their floors. I don't know if it's going to be next month or in 2 months, but with bull markets comes these hardcore rugs that make you go to zero. So it's around the corner. Just gotta throw it out there. All right, so this next post, 7 sub 10K. Okay, so what is sub 10K? On ordinals, there's you got inscriptions and you have the 10K. The sub 10K is basically like the first 10,000 inscriptions ever made. Okay, and these guys are right now at 0.08 floor. Basically, this could be like the crypto punks on ordinals. They're not basically NFTs, a collection. They're just like the first 10,000 inscriptions could get airdropped for something in Bitcoin. We don't know. Could be airdrop coins. Could be these sub 10K could get some incentives, just like a saga phone. That's like maybe a good analogy. If you have a sub 10K inscription, you could get incentives if Ornos does grow big time. So that's what he's saying out here. That's what he's basically throwing out there. If you have one of these, you could be um in a very good place in Ornos. So something to look at. All right, so last but not least, I gotta throw some love on Cami NFT official. Cami is building out in Solana. They've been building for a long time. They've been building in the bear market, and these guys are already starting to grow the community. I've been in the community here and there. You should check it out. You should follow them. You should definitely hit them up. But hopefully these guys come out soon with their mint. We don't know when that's going to happen, but it's just one of those things that I do want to throw out there just in case. And let's get into the markets and what's going on. Oh, what's up? What's up, General Soul? Hey. Oh man, dude, I'm kind of blushing right now. I don't know if that's real General Soul or not, but kind of dude, damn, I'm blushing. But yeah, so anyways, we have right now Tensor. We're gonna throw out there the watch list on what's going on. And again, like I was saying earlier, Soul Army just literally exploded out of nowhere. They're at 17.94 Solana, and they were at full for Solana. If you remember, we talked maybe like 4 weeks ago on the Soul Army when it was this low. And sure enough, it finally gained a lot. And we have this airdrop coming. So we already talked about it for like maybe 6 minutes or so on Soul Army. Check them out on Twitter and see what they're building. But yeah, we got all these reds right here, all these projects finally coming down. All these greens I tend to avoid. I really don't get into these projects because they're already growing, and I'm trying to find something in the red on what's happening. Oogie is definitely one of them that I'm definitely digging in, seeing what they're building. I know they have a game that they threw out there, and Oogie, they've been building made for like four months. Justin and his team, they were also part of in the whole the God team, as far as I mean the God community. And then they started building their own project. And I could say this is some crazy art. This is one that the arts that I like in Solana, and this team finally built this little game, and I'm gonna play it one day. I don't know when I'm gonna play it, but the one thing I do know is that this community is also pretty hardcore, just like Degen Factory. These guys have their own community, and you have Jakey here, also kind of like like getting in the game as well. So Oogie has been kind of all down for like for a while. Like one point, they had a little growth happening right here, like went to like 2.8, but they went back down to 1.22 Solana. So they've been in this range for a while. The community is still kind of I would say they're still there, and they're still playing the game. It's not like they have gone away. It's like it's still the same level right here. So I'm at some point I'm gonna get into Oogie, and definitely going to try to play this game. So that is going on with Oogie right now. And then you have Tile Pilots as well. Dude, Soulport Tom, man, this guy. So there's so much love right now for all these other guys. You have Urcon and the Degens growing. You have BoDoggos and Easy Eats. You have the Soul Army and General Soul. You have SMB. They're all everyone is getting a lot of love, which is great because they're all they all were building the bear market. But one dude, man, dude, I feel so. It's not like I feel bad because this he's strong. He's a strong dude. Soulport Tom. Soulport Tom has been in the bear as well, but it's like he is. I would say he's definitely getting a lot of punches left and right because he's been trying to build a lot of things all everything at once. You got Tile Robotics, you have Tile Pilots, you have the Citizens, you have Graphite. Everything kind of all came at once, and he's trying to kind of build this whole oh, I didn't even know. I didn't even had actually let me try to put it back on here. Oh, there we go. You can see it. So basically, um you have this whole kind of building happening all at once, and it's not like I would say it's not like he's concentrated in one particular project. He's kind of got all these things going on. but I feel like it's all kind of coming together at some point. When is it gonna come together? I don't know, but I'm starting to feel it now. Like Sopor Tom is finally like coming together with all his projects and finally building and stuff. And people are slowly starting to realize on what's going on here with this team. So I'm hoping it's finally gonna start coming out at some point with GP token and Tile Pilots and Tile Robotics, and then we'll find out what happens there. But it's definitely one project that at some point I do want to get into Tile Pilots. And then we have Luna here. Luna kind of fell down. If you remember, supposedly the treasury fell out. And then you had this little pump here, and it's because the guy Dino, he basically went into a court with the guy, kind of won, I guess, or they really don't know if he really won or not. But suppose he might be getting his funds back, so that's why you had a little push up here, and then it's going slowly down, but it's still having its little fights here and there. So we'll see where that goes. And then Bubble Goose Ballers, this is kind of interesting too because they've also been kind of in the bear market, and they've been also building. If you don't know who I Am Carl Jones is, he's the guy who basically was the producer of Boondocks, and it was a very popular show back in the day. He came into Solana, he started building this Bubble Goose Ballers show, and he's been in the grind still, which is many times when you see people get into something, they tend to quit after a while, especially like in the bear market. You saw that with companies and in the stock market. But right here you got Bubble Goose Ballers. They're still also building, and they're still trying to come back around. So we'll see where that goes. But yeah, definitely a lot going on with a lot of these top projects here in the green. They're all getting their recognitions. They're all getting the airdrops. And right here in the red, we still got all these other projects that kind of are still building out. And you got experiments as well. Still 0.26 with Jersey. He's still doing his thing over there. He's trying to build his lore, and we'll see where that goes as well. So 0.24. It's been going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So we're definitely winning that as well. And that's what's going on right now. As far as coins and tokens, you still have let's see, Ari. Ari is an interesting one because Ari, it went up because they finally released the game and like a little snippet preview of people were playing, and it went all the way up to 1.79, and that's kind of insane from all the way down from 0.65. And now it had a little dip. It's kind of coming a little bit back up at 1.24. Their actual NFT project is at 15 Solana right now. If also dipped, which is I'm kind of getting interested on it because I do want to get an Ori. Hopefully I can find it right here. Ori, 15 Solana. Yeah, these guys definitely came down from 20 Solana. So kind of interesting to see on because I want to play that game as well, and I want to go live on it and show you guys on how the game is. So I'm hoping I could get into that. Netrunners as well. Netrunners had its run. I bought this at 20 Solana, 0.20, if you remember, maybe like about like a month ago. And if it went all the way up to 1.60. And the reason is because these guys do taxes, and in December, people tend to try to find tax services on Solana, and it's kind of happening right now. People are buying into Netrunner, trying to get their taxes prepared. So it's still kind of having its run, and at some point in January, the end of January, this thing will most likely go back down because people will, they already finished their taxes. So I'm gonna tend to trade off at some point here, maybe in the beginning of January with a couple of my Netrunners NFTs. I always just keep one because I just for taxes. But I have four of them right now, so at some point I'm gonna be selling one of these bad boys. But yeah, that's what's going on in Solana right now. A lot of things happening, a lot of crazy stuff, and thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you come live again on Thursday. So much love and peace.